So the plate squat is a great tool to help us with our squat positions as we're warming up. We have the weight out in front here. What I want to do is, again, I'm making sure I'm in my squat stance, so feet are roughly under my shoulders, big toe, little toe, and heel in contact with the floor. Now, this movement in particular I find useful for getting us to figure out or feel where our torso, our rib cage is in relation to our hips. A lot of time when people squat, what will happen is, as they descend, they'll tend to really, or set up the movement, they'll tend to really flare their rib cage and overextend here in the lower back, which you want to avoid doing. Obviously, we don't want to be slouched when we squat, but I always say to folks, imagine if you have your palm up at your waist, your palm down at your sternum. What you want to do without moving your hands is to kind of lock these guys in here equal distance the whole time throughout the movement. Meaning that when I squat, that these guys don't start to come towards each other. But also, which is can be, just as important to watch out for, is I can be all dialed in on the way down, but as I come up out of this bottom position here to initiate the movement, I'll scoop here at the lower back. So again, this distance will increase. I'll flare my rib cage, and I'm really overextending here, dumping a lot of weight into the lower back. Here's not working as much. So what I want to do, and again I'll show you with the plate in a second, is as I begin to descend into the squat, or just before I do that, what I want to do is take a big breath in, and I'm going to lock down. I'm breathing into my tummy, not just my chest here. I'm going to breathe into my tummy here, push the air into my obliques, lock this down. This distance stays consistent the whole time. So again, my torso, my rib cage being like a cylinder, stays stacked over my hips. I'm not breaking that connection here like this and dumping into my lower back. Everything stays stacked. So sternum, rib cage just stays pinned down. Again, we're not here slouched, just locked in, okay? So again with my plate, big breath in, squeeze the glutes, lock that rib cage down, descend into my squat. Again, being mindful of my rib cage staying stacked over my hips, push that floor away, come back up. Same thing again. Avoid scooping or doing a big arch on the way up. Keep all this locked in, glutes engaged. Big breath, lock it in. Again, rib cage stays stacked over the hips, over the pelvis. Push that floor away.